All right, so we're going to look at another lesson here, lesson 6 in code.org. We're learning about lists in lesson 6. So let's move this over here. Nope, over here. There we go. So we're learning about ordered and unordered lists, UL, OL, and LI. So let's get into it. All right, you can also use HTML to make different types of lists on your web page. This recipe includes 2 different types of lists, one ordered with numbers and one unordered, which is with bullets. If you want to read more information about those, you can click over here and read. So we're going to use the inspector tool to see the code that is making the 2 different kinds of lists. Make sure you and your partner, don't worry about that because we're not doing partner work, fix the code so the second item in each list displays correctly. So we're going to find the second item in each list, 1 cup of sugar. It's not displaying correctly. So let's find that in the code. We turn the inspector on. All right, now we're looking over here and I see the problem. We have list item, list item, list item. Over here, we don't have that. I want to draw special attention. Notice every item in the list is wrapped in those LI tags. The entire list, however, you can see here and down here, the whole list is wrapped in that UL tag. So we only use the UL tag one time to indicate the entire list is going to be unordered. We scroll down, zoom in here, and I see, again, we're missing some LI tags next to coat. And close the LI. Again, every item is wrapped in LI tags. The entire list is wrapped in the OL tags. Also note that the list is indented. So UL is kind of a little more to the left, and then LI is kind of shifted to the right. That just indicates that the LIs belong inside of the UL, which is pretty cool. So we're going to finish that. Moving on to number 3. Number 3. This page should have an unordered list, but it's missing the list tags. So we need to add the list tags. We're going to use UL and LI tags to structure the content into an unordered list like this picture here. So we need Scotcheroos, Snickerdoodle cookies, and chocolate pie to be their own separate lists. So what I want to do is wrap this whole thing in UL tags. I'm going to open and close my UL on the whole thing. And then I want to wrap each of these in LI tags. And I'm using a cheat to write on all 3 of them. Don't worry about how I do that. You can pause. You can pause each. Just type it out this way if you would like. Alrighty. So we're done with number 3. Notice over here, it looks just like this, so we're good to go. Number 4. This page should include an ordered list, but it's missing the list tag. So this is similar to the last exercise, only now we need to add an OL instead of a UL. Notice when we use, so let's do this with all of these. If you hold Control and click, it lets you write in front of all of them. Oops. So we're going to do that, holding Control. And, got to be careful. Sometimes it makes a mistake. Get rid of that. Great. Those are bullet points, not numbers. There should be numbers like this over here. I can't just add the number, right? If I do that, it still has the bullet point over here. So that's not going to work. I don't want to do that. That's bad. So instead, what I want to do is wrap the whole thing in OL tags. And now it renders numbers. Pretty cool. Hit finish. Moving on to the next thing. This you got to kind of figure out on your own. This is the correct answer here if you want to try to match them. But you'll notice it's just the difference is it a UL tag? UL tags always are going to be bullet points. OL tags will always create numbers. And then just pay attention to which ones have LI and which ones don't and how it's kind of organized. So you can kind of figure that one out for yourself. If you need more help with number 5, let me know. It is kind of important to understand how to do that. So here, we're going to kind of combine everything we understand about lists and make a bullet point list up here and a numbered list down here. Notice all of these combined into one line over here, which is super what we don't want. So we are going to, let's see, I want this to be unordered, right? Bullet points. So I'm going to wrap UL here and UL here. And then each of these just needs to be LI. And then each of these, we close our LI. And same thing here. Notice how I'm wrapping the OL tags around the whole thing, and I'm not writing any element more than once on the same line. Every time you establish a new element, it needs to be on a new line of code. That's just how we write clean code. So I'm going to keep making that point kind of over and over and over throughout class. Blah, 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 blah. See, this is taking forever to do it this way. And actually kind of indents for itself. You can see how it shifting these in here. All right, it's throwing an error. So let's see what I did wrong. What is incorrect in my code here? My UL is missing a closing tag. There we go. See, we all make mistakes. Even I made a mistake there, but I went and I found it and I corrected it. That's just part of what programming is. So we hit finish on number 6. For teachers only, don't read that. Ordered lists, blah, 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 blah. This is a lot of text. I'm not a huge fan of how this is all presented here. It's just way too much to have to read. The example over here is really more where you should focus your attention, just to make sure you understand kind of how the tags are written and how it shows up as a result on your web page. So same thing here with UL and bullet points. So if you need to come back to that resource, it is here. Make sure you're reading each of these sections, because there's nothing more frustrating than seeing you in lesson 9 and you're asking, what do I do? I don't understand, because you didn't read lesson 8. So in the next level, you're going to create a new page, name the page, and put content on it. And we're going to include at least one heading, or one list and one heading. So let me go to my personal website here. I should have hit finish. Whoops. Oh well. Here's a project from before. So this is connecting from lesson 4. The project from lesson 4 is connecting to lesson 6. So your new page can be a top 10 list, a recipe, or anything you like. So I'm making this page about my dog. She is the greatest. So add a new HTML file. So I want to click add HTML. Rename the file. So I'm going to click and then click again. And then I'm going to make this file name. Let's go with best dog types. And on this new page, notice on this page I have index.html. My web page is here. This page is different. It's clear. I don't want to put anything in the head right now. In the body tags, I'm just going to add a unordered list. Actually, I'm going to make a heading first. Let's do an H2. The best types of dogs. Close the H2. And then start my UL. LI. Let's go with Border Collie. LI. Labrador. LI. And another good kind of dog. I don't know how to spell Chihuahua, actually. Chihuahua. Okay. And there I have it. There's my list. Well, oh no, 20 seconds left. It's almost 10 minutes. All right, that should do it. Throwing an error for some reason. That's a little weird. Oh, I didn't close my LI tag here. Hit refresh and save. There it is. It's done. Woohoo! All right, we're done. Lesson 6, finish.